Hi, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new to the channel or if you like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which this is, and will be tagged onto all of the readings, then just go right down there. I should have updated the timestamp, so that should just bypass me completely, or at least this part. Now, I hope you will watch it at least once, though, because I try to put some good information. And again, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and let whatever comes through come through. Now, I'm going to go and talk a little bit before we get into the cards. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the skies. I do have this posted on my website, in my blogs, but we do have some interesting stuff happening. December 20th. Remember, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on December 29th. So we do have that very anything can happen type of energy going on. Mercury has a lot to do with electronics, has to do with messages. So, it has to do with people coming back in. I feel Mercury, when it goes retrograde, it tries to clean up some of the mess. Sometimes it makes a little bit more of a mess before you can clean it up. If you've ever had to clean out your garage, you understand what I'm saying about it before things can get organized. I think Mercury helps to work with karmic energy. When we're in the retrograde time, karmic energy gets resolved, or it works towards resolution. How's that? So we have other things going on. This December 20th through the 23rd, and actually, through the 29th, is going to have some strong energies. We have on the 20th, Jupiter, which has been going back and forth between between Aries and Pisces. Well, now it's leaving Pisces for good, and it's going into Aries. And then it's going to stay in Aries. It's going to transition in and out of that too. But right now it is going into Aries. It is going to be very focused energy. This is a really strong time to write down your goals, okay? Write down the things you want to happen and be persistent. This is the time, just be persistent. I really get this persistent energy here. It's like, every day, put it out there, okay? Because Aries is fire energy, so it's very passionate burning, and Jupiter, is the planet of good fortune. Every day, be like that little drop of water that just keeps hitting that rock until you make a really big indent. Okay, so that's the 20th, 9:33 a.m. The 21st, we have the winter's solstice, or that's for the northern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere has the summer solstice. These are those times where, there's a lot of metaphysical energy going on around solstices. So this is again a time to put it out there. Drop. I know I'm going to be for drop, with that water. Just keep putting it in there. Sun is entering Capricorn, Earth energy, at 4:59 p.m. on the 21st. So we have winter solstice. We have the sun going into Capricorn. So Capricorn is the Earth, so it is about your money, job, career, very tangible energy. There is Capricorns are workhorses. I know that all of us can have this part about us, but Capricorns, they get things done when they set their mind to it. They have to set their mind to it. Capricorn is squaring with Jupiter, and that day also. Now, squaring has a little bit of a, kind of a little bit of a rub. It's like that little piece of sand in an oyster that can become that pearl. So it's kind of like saying, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So it's kind of irritating to each other. But because of that irritation, there's a little bit kind of a competition. It's like, well, we're going to get this done. Now, the 22nd, we have Venus in Capricorn trining with Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. Again, two earth energies. And Venus, so there can be unexpected relationship energies. And remember, we also have the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, going retrograde itself in Capricorn. And when Mercury goes retrograde, which we are in that shadow, many things can happen with relationships. A lot of times that's about, old relationships coming back into our lives. There can be some just really big insights about relationships. Mercury is about electronics. It's about messages. It's a very I don't want to say fluid because it's not. You don't want to put fluids with Mercury. It's a very electric type of energy. So we are in a time when anything can happen, and I do feel when Mercury goes retrograde that there's a lot of karmic readjustment being offered or being done during this time. So we have that Venus. Now on the 23rd, we have the new moon in Capricorn at 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, the 20th through the 23rd, very strong energy, very much if there's something that's just not moving for you or not being put into place or just not, drip, drip, drip. You have to be persistent. Many times we don't get it on the first try, sometimes not even on the second, sometimes not on the 99th, but then that 100th time comes. And then our wounded warrior, Chiron, goes direct. So there's, I'm not really an expert with the wounded hero, the wounded warrior, Chiron, except that there's a lot of self-sacrificing with Chiron, and it's been going retrograde, so now it's going to go direct. So I would say between the 20th through the 23rd is going to be very strong energies, and then we look at our numbers. We have December, which is the 12th month. We have the 20th, so we have a lot of that 2 energy, changes, decisions, coming together. So on December 22nd, 2022, we've got all those 2s. That has to mean something. So very interesting energies going on right now. Now, for the readings, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will be using my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will be using my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. Okay, and there's the Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I will also, just because I was doing this, I was doing some videos, product reviews or card reviews. I don't know what we're going to do with this per se, but for this time, we're going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards. I do have a little problem with the Angel Answers, is that it doesn't always give you the answer you want it to. So isn't that how life is? So let's see. Now, so that's what we're going to do in the main readings. But for right now, I am going to be using my Rider-Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember what I said earlier. These are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. And again, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Source, Holy Spirit, and, let them take the show. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Holy Father, what do we have coming? We have this one jumping. Remember, cards that are reversed, to me, I believe they have stronger, pay attention energy. So let's see what we have. So the first one that jumped is the Fool, a new beginning, a new start. Believe. It may not necessarily look positive. It may not look the way you want it to be, but just believe. But it is a new journey. It is a new start. So let's see what else we might have here. One more shuffle. Oh, and here we go. And we come to the Page of Swords. All right, so that one fell on the floor. Let's see. How about one more? What else do we have? One other card. One other card. So there is some challenges. What's going on? This has, okay, let's go on. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay. So cards fall out. They want to be read. They want to be seen. The first one we have here is, again, reversed. This is a 0. This is a God source number, so there is something very divine with this. I know 7 is a divine number, but this is a, like you're being put on this path for a reason. You are here at this time for a reason. And if you follow me, I believe that the people that follow here we're basically all light workers. We're all, healers in some ways. There's a divine, we're on a divine journey in many, many ways, and we come together to be encouraged. You encourage me, I encourage you. So the fool doesn't necessarily look to where he's going, but the fool believes that everything will be fine. The sun is shining on the fool. The fool, is, kind of in a little bit of a dangerous position if he's to continue moving forward that direction. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to. The fool just has a love of life, and the fool is, has a lot of faith and a lot of belief, knows that wherever the fool is going will be the right direction, even if there's some hard times for the fool. So something for this week, there's a new direction happening. Now we come to the Page of Swords. Now this is Major Arcana, which is more universal energy. This is Minor, which is more your day-to-day. Now the Court cards have a dual energy. Pages themselves have, their underlying energy is that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We're going in, we're having a lot of that Capricorn energy right now. We're going into that Capricorn time. Money, job, career, tangible energy. So that has that earth, that's really grounded energy. Swords is that air energy. That is your Aquarius, your Gemini, and your Libra. And we've been talking about Aquarius and Gemini having Saturn in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. So that is your air energy. That is your thought processes. That's thinking things through, making some plans. Also could be about hearing news. Okay? So the Page of Swords has this really, maybe hearing news about money, hearing news or about a new job, kind of this, things are in the air energy. The Page of Swords is not necessarily as focused as what he should be, because he's very enthusiastic. So he's kind of like jumping ahead of himself. He's one of these energies that just wants to kind of get there. Doesn't necessarily see the roadblocks, isn't really taking time to think things through, but that's okay. That's okay, because he's got this Fool energy next to him that's saying everything's going to be okay. The Page of Swords does bring about challenges. It's new challenges, new possibilities, but it's okay, because the Fool energy next to him is like saying, come on, we're going to get through this. Let's do this. Your next card we have is the 9 of Fire. So 9 has an energy, so we have a 0990. 9 has an energy of let's wrap it up. We've got this. You just stand firm. Fire energy is our Aries. Again, Jupiter going into Aries. It's also our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius, and we're transitioning from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And again, passionate, burning, very committed energy here. Now, this 9 of rods or wands, some people call it either one, is basically, you can see he's been beat up a little bit. And I don't mean that somebody's jumped. It's just life has given him, this is somebody that has learned from the school of hard knocks, okay? But he is still standing firm. He is not backing down. So whatever's going on between the Fool and the Page, the 9 of Fire kind of tells them, hey, just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't back down. Don't give in. You've earned your right. You are now, you are where you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to go backwards. So interesting stuff with that. Now, the one card we did not talk about, the one energy, is our cups or our water, which is our Cancer, which Pisces, and our Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is in the southern, or the southern node is in Scorpio right now, so that is about the past, clearing up the past. And we have, we have Jupiter, which is leaving Pisces to go into into Aries. Now remember, that's not changing a direction, that's just moving on. So it is going at its normal pace. So let's see, with Osha Zen Tarot, is there anything else? So whatever this is, there is something that's new and exciting happening. It may be a little bit unbelievable. There's a lot of God source energy here. You have to believe, even if you feel like it's not, like you're not necessarily on steady ground. The page is basically kind of saying, yes, there is a new start, a new beginning. Think things through. There's going to be challenges. So it's not necessarily an easy week per se. There are challenges to this week. And then the Nine of Rods is going to say you need to just keep firm. You need to stay focused. You need to keep moving. You don't go backwards. Do not go backwards. Okay? Don't retreat. And again, I'm really getting, he has been through the school of hard knocks. So let's see, with the Osha Zen Tarot, God source energy, what would you have? Okay. Guilt. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. And then we have this woman, or could be a man, but generally more of a feminine energy. Just, oh my gosh, the thoughts. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do? Have I done right? So whatever's going on here is really bringing up a lot of upset. It's really bringing up a lot of, what have I been doing? What have I played into this? So there could be, remember with that Mercury brings revelations. We're not necessarily in the retrograde, but we're getting closer and closer to the retrograde. So it does bring revelations to us, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was happening. I can't believe this is happening. And what part did I play in any of this? So it's an interesting energy. I mean, we have this one that's all these possibilities, not necessarily easy, but not necessarily hard. We always have to remember that God's source is guiding us and putting us on this journey. We have to stay firm. And then we get this guilt card. The guilt card, too, though, is about letting go. I mean, you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward if you're stuck in guilt. Okay? Think of guilt as like one of those really sticky spider webs. And we've all seen movies. Well, we've seen movies where we get, where the hero or the heroine or whoever the main character is, even the bad guy gets stuck in gets stuck in their web, the web of deceit, the web. So there's something about this. We cannot move forward if we stick in, if we're stuck in guilt. I'm always talking that fear is a tool of the devil. Well, guilt is another tool, and it just doesn't let you move on if you get stuck in this energy. So this is more universal. So this is what's going on. There's lots of movement happening. We can't get stuck in guilt. We can face it. And then, we can apologize. We can say, yes, that happened. We can acknowledge, but we cannot get stuck in it. If you can't make a change to it, if you can't change the past, but we can learn from the past and we can move on. So, and these are all about moving on. This is saying, don't go back. Don't go back. Guilt, acknowledge it, move on. Okay? So interesting stuff for this week. I'm sorry that I'm on the later side, but I have actually had some a Christmas miracle in many ways. So maybe I'll talk about that on my blog. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something about it. But yes, our garage door came not completely, but it came off of its hinges. And if you've ever had that happen, it's interesting. But again, too, God Source came through, and within, I think, an hour, hour and a half, it was all resolved. And so again, I look at those as Christmas miracles. All right, so please take time to do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. We have hit 26,000 and we're staying there. Because like I said, normally it kind of goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, but we're staying there and we are growing. So thank you to all. We're in this together and we're here to support each other. I hope I support you and help you, and I know that you do the same for me. So let's get started on our readings. Hello, my Tauruses, and how are you doing? So Uranus, I'm sorry, Chiron, what is it that's going on with Taurus right now? Something's going on with you. I know I said it in the introduction, but my brain's a little bit mushy from doing readings. So let's see what we've got going on. But Taurus, you've got some changes happening for you. And Uranus will be going direct. I believe that is coming up. So there's some changing energy. We're getting closer to that 2023 energy. So there's changes, and I think that this is really going to put some, put some momentum in what you do. Okay, put some momentum in that bull. Okay, let's see what we have here. Higher power. What do you have for my wonderful Tauruses going on? What do you have with my wonderful Tauruses? What is going on for my Tauruses? Let me know. What do you want to tell our Tauruses? How's the energies for the Tauruses? I know we're coming to the end of the year. A lot of things slow down and a lot of things get busy. Okay. Cards falling. Okay, we've got a bunch. Let's see what we have, but I'm going to have to go down and get them first. None of them are, they're all, I don't know, they're all, oh Lord, oh my goodness. We've only got a couple that are reversed. Reversed has stronger energy. So let's see. We're going to take it like this. Let's see what we have for our Tauruses. And they fell differently. So I'm interested to see what this is about. First card is fast energy, fast action. Archangel Metatron. We have the Chariot. Major Arcana card. Universal energy, things happening in a big way for you. The Chariot is the one that, it's kind of like let go, let God. It is, because, you see, he does not have the reins. So some say that you just, you push through just through your mind, your forceful personality in itself, and that is very possible. But my Tauruses, you also have a very strong psychic link. To higher power source. So use that link. This is the, like God take the wheel. You're in charge. I'm not necessarily, I'm kind of going along for the ride. There's also a sense of strength with the Chariot here too for you also. So we have a 7. 7 is a divine number, and divine opportunities, interference type of energy, but it is a covering of a divine energy. I call it the divine umbrella. Metatron is Enoch, believed to, he, before the major flood, walked on earth, transfixed into the heavens, never died energy. Now the Chariot is also positive motion, positive change. It's, it's like the Wheel of Fortune, except this is like the wheel going faster and faster and faster. The Chariot does take you down your course. It does take you more towards your finish line. So something is moving for you. The Chariot also has very positive promotion energy too. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. Here I kind of feel, somebody out there might be hearing news about a new job, a new opportunity, something that's intriguing you, something that turns an on switch for you. Now we've got these. So let's put this here. Let's see what we've got here now. First card, the World. The World. So we have a 2-1, 2 choices, decisions coming together, 1, new beginnings. 2 + 1 is 3, creativity, celebration, power of 3. We've got that new moon, new season to begin with. Archangel Michael, the warrior angel, the one that comes to defend, the one that comes to clean up Clean up the messes that have been happening. This has a good conclusion. Now, the world is basically that Fool. So in the beginning, in the introduction, we had the Fool. The Fool begins the journey. The Fool really doesn't know where he's going. He just knows he has to do this. This is being predestined for him. This is being pushed for him. Okay? And then the world is kind of like, is saying now, you've gotten there. You've gone through your lessons. You know what needs to be done. This is a wonderful energy to say you are now that next step, moving forward. Okay? So something's happening fast. You could be hearing word, you could be hearing news, especially with that Mercury retrograde going on up there. So, things coming together. Maybe this is that reset that we've been thinking about for my Tauruses, because it's kind of like that 2018 when Uranus went into your sign. Was it 2018? I think it was, but it kind of skewed a lot of things. So the world could be that reset where things seem to be coming into an alignment. How's that? So this good week right now. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Next card is the Nine of Raphael. Now, maybe you should have made a wish. 9 has this, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. Raphael is our cup energy, our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Remember, Jupiter is leaving Pisces, so there's still going to be that kind of rainbow energy between Pisces and Aries. And the 9 of Raphael is your wish card. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So this is a good week. Let's see. Let's keep going. New beginnings. New beginnings. We got that 2 again. We got a 0, God source energy. Archangel Jeremiah. So this is a major transition. The transition may be unexpected, and it's going to happen quickly for you. This is the Judgment card. So it's kind of like facing and looking at your past, looking at the things you've done right, the things you've done wrong, things that maybe weren't wrong, but maybe you could have done differently. It's coming to terms with who and what you are right now. And because of that, you're able to let go and move on. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and passionate review of the past. I kind of feel like all of this is going to happen quickly. I feel like the Chariot is what's covering it all. And it's going to happen, whatever this is all about, it might happen quicker than you even think it was. Okay, got 2 more cards. The 5 of Gabriel. So it's nothing good is ever easy, right? 5 has some change energy, positive or negative. Gabriel is that fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, but it's also Aries energy, passionate, burning, determined. Again, don't think you're just going to slide into it. A lot of this is because of the work you put into something, but there's still some things to do this week. Don't think you're just going to rest on your laurels. There's still some challenges to happen, but the opportunities are very big for you. Moving on. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others, my Taurus. And remember, my Taurus, is what I've always said, sometimes you can stand in line and you're feeling really good and all of a sudden you start to feel cranky. Well, that's because you're picking up somebody else's energies. So breathe, cover yourself in the cloak of protection, and just, have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay? Your last card here, the 8 of Raphael. 8, unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Raphael, again, that water energy. And this is saying there's more out there for you. You may not know what it is, but I'll let this says it all. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. So there's a lot, so maintain your integrity. And you have to do that in order to move from this new beginnings. You have to look at things, with an honest, objective light. You can be compassionate during that time, but you do need to maintain your integrity. Okay, so but I feel like all of this is, it's God's source, it's happening quicker, it's some of these things that you're like, oh, wow, I never thought it was going to happen. Okay, so let's see with our guardian angel cards. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, no. They just are so wordy. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, and they're all reversed. So let's see what we have here. See if my voice can maintain. First card is, okay, review and contemplation, which is new beginning. There is confirmation for that. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. Again, these were all reversed. The messenger of action. This is the page of fire. Okay, so underlying energy is yours, and overlying energy is your fire. You might be receiving news, or it's just a new it's a new opportunity. Something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn, and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. I love that. Okay, our last card. Let's see what this is. The 3 of abundance. 3 has that creativity. Did we have a 3 up here at all? I thought, yes, we had a 3. Abundance is your earth energy. Your passions will lead you to your divine. So there's a lot of divine purpose. Well, at least in here, there's divine purposes. Anyway, your passions will lead you to your divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. Okay, can you see that? Okay. Whoa. Well, there's a lot of confirmation in these cards for these cards. There's a lot of words, too. Okay, let's see. Inspirational words from our angels and fairies. Let's see what we have for my Tauruses. What do we have for my Tauruses? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What do we have for our Tauruses? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Fairy, rebels, and your life can be joyful if you allow your faith to open the doors that will make this happen. Remove the barrier and everything will be clear. Do you have the authority or the power to remove it? Maybe. Yeah, I think you do. I'm not accepting things right now as I'm saying, there's things that are happening and I'm not accepting that. There has to be another way. So maybe that's what you have to do too. This time has a lot of energy to make some changes. So remove the barriers. Anyway, let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Tauruses. Come on. There we go. Let's see. One more shuffle for my Tauruses. Let's see. One more shuffle. Higher power. What would be helpful? What would be helpful? Comforting. What would be good? Here we are. For my Tauruses, Tauruses, reversed. Blue lace agate. Kindness, good communication, peaceful outcomes, love and marriage. It is a very calming and loving stone. Okay, now we're going to use the oracle cards. So think of a question you want an answer to, but remember, this one is more for fun because I was asking it a lot of questions and they didn't give me the answer I wanted. So let's see what this is about. Tauruses. So if you're asking, should you quit your job? And if it says yes, do not quit your job unless you have another job. Do not make any major life changes unless you're prepared for the changes. Okay? How's that? But I did find out, I did use this, I have used these on personal readings, and it took a little bit of digging, but then we were able to actually understand what it was talking about, and we kind of agreed with it. So let's see, for my Tauruses, this one is not reversed. Here we go. Ooh, it's about the money. Abundance. It's about the money. And the cards are this is angel advice. This kind of gives you the circumstances, and this has more of a time frame, or this is a more concrete, answer. So it's about the money, my Tauruses. Let me know. Let me know what that's all about, and I hope that last card, I hope you had some fun. Maybe you smile a little bit. Take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications because it really helps. As always, my Tauruses, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.